Eugene, so when you went to 5 days, what did you do in Japan for 5 days?
Well, you toured. They took you on tours. And
Is that right?
Oh yeah.
And where did you stay at? At a military base or just in a hotel? Where did you stay?
You stay anywhere you want.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
So
you could go to a hotel. We went to. We were in a hotel for a while, for a couple of days. That's it. So then I went to a base.
Mm-hmm.
I stayed there.
Oh, so you can do that. Is that right?
Oh,
you go to a base.
Oh, yeah, there was a base there.
Oh, okay.
You're a GI.
Yeah, so no problems. Huh? Okay.
Yeah, your breakfast, lunch, dinner. Yeah. But then you met guys, so we went around and we did some shopping, and I bought some stuff for her.
Is that right?
That they mailed back.
You mailed from Japan here, too?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, is that nice?
Yeah,
That's great.
I bought some, but she didn't get what I sent.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
you sent it through the postal system or the postal service? Or
yeah, well, it was, I think I bought her some kind of dresses or something, Japanese.
Yeah. And who handled that? Was it the U.S. military post office or civilian post office you mailed it through? Do you remember that? Or
Well, from
Japan.
From Japan?
Yeah.
That was mailed by the people that owned the store.
Is that right?
Yeah.
They mailed it.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah, they
were nice people. The Japanese were okay then?
Oh,
you had no issues?
Oh, no.
So they're nice people. Huh?
They were little. How the hell did these guys ever fight our guys?
Yeah, but they were very nice to the American GI.
Oh,
yeah, very nice. Yeah. And where did you go on your liberty out in town? Just on tours of the city? You didn't go?
Yeah, well, really, it got boring after a while.
Yeah.
We went to the stores and did we go to movies or something?
Mm-hmm.
You're there the first day.
Yeah.
Now you got 4 days to go, but you leave on the 5th day.
Yeah.
So you had 3 days.
3 days, yeah. You didn't sleep the whole time, right, Eugene? No. Okay. All right.
But if I talk about mailing, when I was still in Seoul before I went out there, the guy I went to you must have toured the King's Palace, the palace.
I had several palaces around Seoul that I went to. Yeah,
and there was a palace there, and we went in there, looked around. Hey, what's going on here? The guys were stealing stuff.
Is that right?
They were looting it.
Who was stealing?
GIs.
GIs again.
Yeah.
Okay.
And these guys were rolling up a rug, a beautiful rug, you know.
Is that right?
And then they put a tag on it, APO or AP, what is?
Yeah.
I
think it's FPO. For the Pacific, it's FPO. APO is Europe, just the way I understand it.
Okay,
yeah, it's FPO.
Yeah. But once that tag is on there, they'll mail it. They don't know if it's been stolen or what.
Is that right?
Because even thought you bought it, but anyway, guys, and they put that tag on there, and the guy told me, oh no, that rug will be there. They were actually rolling up one of these $5,000 rugs.
Oh my gosh!
And they mailed it.
Do you know if it got home to them, those guys?
Well, they must have. They say when that tag is on there,
it's getting there.
It gets there.
It gets there.
Yeah, it gets there. But they were, and I was, what the heck? I said, well, I don't want to do. But there was windows, and the windows had little locks on them. It was kind of like this, kind of with a little writing of. It was about that big.
Right.
Well, I think I said it. No, I brought it home, and it was here somewhere. Now, one day I said to my wife, "What happened to that lock? That I had?" She said she threw it away.
Oh wow. What are you gonna do? Yeah.
After I was gonna take it back. When I went back 10 years ago on that trip.
Okay.
And I was going to take it back and say, just give it to the guy at the museum.
Sure.
But anyway.
Well, so after 5 days in Tokyo or in Japan on your leave, you went back to Korea then. So after
so after 5 days.
You went back to, and then you went back to Seoul or another place around?
Oh no, I went back to where I was based.
Oh, okay, you're based.
Well, I had to go to Seoul.
Sure.
And then I had to
go out to your base.
Go on a truck.
Eugene, how many times a day did you eat when you were in Korea during the war? So what was going on? Were you able to get your hot chow during the day, or you just have? They have sea rations.
Oh yeah, we had sea rations.
Yeah, okay. And how many times a day did you eat? Do you remember?
I think they had like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. There was one
at
cook.
your camps, you had a cook. You were able to eat
cook
3
with
times.
what they call stove, a portable stove or whatever.
Probably. Yeah, I know. I follow what you're saying.
And this guy, he was a cook, and he would smoke and sneeze and this and that over
the food. Jeez.
And we wouldn't eat. We'd eat the sea rats.
Yeah, eat the sea rats. Yeah.
And we told the captain, it's kind of, we didn't want to snitch at him, but
yeah.
he was a GI.
Yeah.
So they shipped him out, and
Wow.
then this other guy, the same guy, he wanted a skull of one of the enemy.
Is that right?
And so one day he had a 10-gallon can or whatever, and hot water in there, boiling. So what the hell you got in there? He had a skull. Some infantryman brought him a skull.
Is that right?
Hell, that was sickening. That really got him out of there.
Right.
Well, he was a little nuts.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah. Wow.
So that's.
So you eat 3 times a day, okay? And then what else can you tell me about those? So you were at different places in Korea. How many times did you have to move? Did they move you to different camps?
Now that you talk, it was like late December. They were talking about the truce coming and all that. So the captain said we got to move up about 10 miles up. They want to set the lines. They wanted us up there. So we had to take all our rebuild a whole new office up there. Rebuild, put in the equipment we had here, and simulated it over there. So we got we moved up there, and they said, hey, we're getting kind of close to the front line. But anyway, so the captain came over to me one day, and he says, Piltaver, sir, get a 30 caliber machine gun and destroy that building down there. So a hut. They have these huts. They're about as big as this room.
Right.
They heated it from underneath. And he said, and tear it up. I said, well, sir, what if there's some people in there? What if there's some, women, kids? He says, would you want to go down there and check it out? I says, I'll get the rifle.
Yeah.
So I got the machine gun, set it up, and a couple of guys were standing by me with their M1s. So I opened up, and I must have thrown 300 rounds into that thing.
Wow.
And but when he said, you want to go check it out?
Yeah.
No.
Right.
So if there was somebody in there, they were gone.
Wow.
But anyway, that's the kind of stuff you go through. But then here I'm ready to go back home.
Right.
And
so you were getting close to leaving at that time.
Oh yeah. I left.
So were you there during the signing of the peace?
No. That was in August.
And I wouldn't even say it's not even a peace agreement. That was just
53.
That was 53. Okay.
I was there all of 52 in the first month of 53. And I got to when they sent us back. It was a little better. Everything was kind of like built up better. And trains were a little better.
Where's that at? Where is that?
Back in Seoul.
In Seoul.
Yeah.
I see. So it was building up while you're out in the field. They were building it up. Seoul.
Oh yeah. Well,
so it was getting better. Okay.
Yeah, but it wasn't like it is now.
Yeah, of course.
Like New York City.
Yeah, of course. So it's not like that. Yeah.
So then they put us on a train and took us back down to Busan, and then they put us on a not a battleship. What's the one down from that?
Cruiser.
Cruiser, something. No. A ship that supports the battleships or the carriers.
There's cruisers.
But anyway,
okay.
It might have been a cruiser. But there it was all Americans, so GI Navy guys. And
frigate, maybe, I'm not sure. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. But anyway, so that was better than don't know. I got that.
Right.
And then they gave us steak and eggs and
on the ship.
On the ship.
Now, where are you going? So you're going from Busan to where now?
Going back to
Japan.
So
you still have to go to Japan still.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
when you left Busan, you're on the ship and you're getting steak and eggs on the ship.
Oh yeah.
So one day trip, you're getting nice food.
Oh yeah. Well, I think we had see, that ship got over there. We went during the day, yeah. But then they took us to Japan. Then they started telling you, take all your clothes off.
Oh.
Everything. They burn it.
They burn it.
Except for your boots.
Except for your boots.
Because you're loaded with bugs.
Is that right?
I mean, or whatever.
Yeah.
Once you're standing there naked, then they're spraying under your arms and spraying your whole body and this and that to kill whatever.
Whatever's there, yeah.
Whatever was there.
Is that right?
And then they gave us all new uniforms.
Is that right?
New clothes and this and that.
Now, how long did you stay in Japan?
I think we were there about 2 days.
Oh, okay. So not too much of a...
Yeah, we didn't stay there that long.
Yeah, and then he put you on another ship or flew you back?
Another ship.
To go back to the States?
Go back to the States.
And where did that ship take you to?
Well, first of all, when they put us on the ship, when we were getting on, and this, what he called sergeant was barking at us, He said, all we want to hear is the last 4 digits of your serial number. Mine was 0990. And then if I don't hear it right, I'm pulling you out, putting you back.
Putting you
Can't
back.
wait for the next ship.
Right.
Boy, 092. Okay. So then I got on, and they put me on the KP.
Was that on a ship?
Oh, the ship. First thing I walked in there, So it's, oh, jeez.
What rank were you at the time?
I was a PFC.
Still a PFC. Okay.
Yeah. And he said, okay, but I had a good deal. I was behind the counter, and I was like just spooning something or something.
Yeah, ladling it out.
I wasn't washing the dishes or pots and pans
Sure.
that. But all of a sudden, when that ship started going,
Yeah.
I got a little,
Yeah, and you're hanging around the food, too.
and I just threw up a little bit in this can I had. But I never threw up the rest of the time.
I see.
So my body must have still remembered you were broken in here.
Right.
Oh, you coming out of town?
No.
Oh. So then when we came back, it was 2 weeks again, and we came back in San Francisco.
That's where he went to, San Francisco.
Came back to San Francisco.
Interesting. Wow.
And but they made us all go up on deck. Everybody out on deck. They don't want nobody down. We're all standing up there on deck. And we're just starting to go under the bridge, and all of a sudden, what the heck was that? Seagulls shit on me.
Is that right? Yeah, is that right?
Welcome home.
Welcome home.
It hit a little bit of my, and then on my uniform. What is this?
Right.
So that's what I got back, and that was in late January, yeah. And then they took us to Camp Fort Campbell Camp. Yeah,
That's okay.
But anyway, they processed us.
And how much time after you returned to the States did you have to stay in the military still, or did they release you right away?
Oh no, you were released right away.
So you got home what? Maybe.
But I had 5 years. They could recall me.
In 5 years they can recall. Okay, same thing like kind of today you owe 8 years. So if you sign
8 years.
you back when I was in before from my time it was 6 years. Now it's 8 years.
Whoa!
So if you serve 3 or 4 years. You still have the so many years to be called back.
Yeah. Well, I had a 5 year.
So 5 years to come back. Yeah. Okay. So that's so if you sign up now 3 or 4 years, you have basically 5 years also or something left over. Unless you sign up for But anyways, but so they let you go out of the military. You're checked out.
I was out.
You're out. And what did you were able to go back to your old job then?
No.
No. So what happened?
So when I got back to my old job, it was downtown on Van Buren Street in Chicago there, and I went in there, and I was dressed, like with my suit on and this and that.
Yeah.
And they were interviewing me, talking to me, and said, yeah. I says, I got all this training and schooling.
From the Army, yeah.
I'd like, could I get in engineering? And he said, we got some openings in engineering.
Is that right?
No. But my old boss came back down.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Gene, how you doing? I said, yeah, I'll be going over there. He says, oh, good for you, this and that. because that was just a grunt job.
Did it benefit you to be a veteran back then? Did it help you, or did people get curious?
Going to that school,
In the Army?
being in the Army, being in the shit house I was in,
Yeah.
and you never had to put up patties, did you?
What's
rice patties?
Oh, no.
They use human waste for growing.
Yeah. Okay.
It stunk like that.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah.
That's what we noticed. So we got on that ship going back to that. Hey, what's that smell? It's fresh air.
Sure.
But anyway, so then from there I became an engineer.
Okay.
And I worked there for 9 years.
Mm-hmm. Did you get a GI Bill? You got to use a GI Bill?
No, I didn't have to use a GI Bill.
No GI Bill.
No.
Okay. So
then we ended up here in North Lake.
Then you're in North Lake. Okay.
Yeah, I used to be over there. And,
so what would you say of your overall time in the Army? Did you enjoy it? You were glad you went through it, or
well,
were you glad you were drafted?
Well, to say glad. But it was something I adjusted to.
And you're glad you went through the experience, I guess, right?
Well, I don't know. I never thought about it like being happy about it. Glad. Or,
well, I should say,
but I just
you appreciate the experience.
I adjusted the lifestyle. To me, that was a different lifestyle. Well, you know, when you're in the military.
Sure. But you appreciated your time there, what you went through.
I appreciate it because it gave me the experiences just to get the job I had,
and you're proud of your time, right, Eugene? You're proud of your time in the Army.
Oh yeah,
I can see because like all veterans, you have your hat and stuff, so that's nice that you have.
No,
you're proud.
No.
Yeah, sure.
No, you're proud after you're out. You realize after you're out.
Yes.
That hey, I did something.
You were a young man. You went in. You went to a foreign land. You faced. The enemy was there, and you handled it. And, and you learned a few things. Yeah, and you got to experience some foreign countries. Sure. Sure. Well, Eugene, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. It was very interesting to hear your story. Anything you want to add that we might have skipped over or we might have missed? Anything you want to add, Eugene? Let me just check your time here. Go ahead. Anything we missed?
Anything I should add? What was